In this video, I'm going to review a 12-string guitar from Vangoa. Hey guys, I am Doctor McFarland, and thanks for checking out this video. So if you are looking for a very inexpensive but great sounding 12-string guitar that's not going to break the bank, then I definitely suggest the Vangoa 12-string. And let's go ahead and look at the unboxing video and see what all you get when you order this great guitar. So this is a review of the Vangoa 12-string guitar, and so far the case looks really nice, and they also sent a small bag of accessories. So let's go ahead and look at what's in the bag. Alright, so we have a really nice strap, and this is a guitar cable, 1/4 inch mono, and this guitar is electric as well, so you can plug it into any amp or PA system and be heard a lot louder than you could otherwise. This does come with a clip-on tuner that you can tune chromatic, guitar, bass, violin, ukulele C, ukulele D. There's a tuning range of 0.8 to 8C, and it's got a precision of plus or minus 1 cent. So it's pretty accurate. That's pretty fun. So here's a little diagram of a ukulele guitar kind of thing. Just letting the customer know where you can find them on social media, which is really cool. I like that. And we also have a adjustment Allen wrench you can use to adjust the neck if you need to. And it also comes with a guitar capo. So that's really cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up the guitar and see what we got. So upon taking it out of the box, you can immediately see that the finish is a matte finish, and it does have a nice sturdy construction to it. And you know, the whole thing is black, so which kind of tells me that the wood is probably C grade or some kind of laminate, construction. Let's go ahead and look at the tuner. We have the Vangoa tuner right here. And when you turn it on, it's going to come up to a chromatic option. So this is going to give you all 12 half steps. And what I'm actually going to do is just tune from the top strings, which is the thinnest strings, to the bottom strings, which is the lowest strings. And that kind of helps you keep track of what knobs you're going to turn and all that. So you may want to tune with the upstroke on the high string, and then tune with a downstroke on the next string. We can see that we're D sharp. Okay. And when you pluck both strings together, you should have a nice unison sound. You shouldn't get any beats or waving going on between the frequencies of the strings. So now we're going to move on to the B string. I'm going to pluck up. And I'm going to turn this knob right here. And I'm on A sharp, so keep going up till you get to B. And when it lights up green, that's when you know that it's in tune. So I'm going to pluck down and move this knob, or this machine head. Alright, cool. Now when you pluck the B string, you can hear that there's no pulsing or beating. It's just a nice unison note. And then I'm going to go to the G string. I'm going to pluck up and turn this knob here. Alright, pluck down for the G. And now moving on to the D string, I'm going to pluck up. I'm going to be turning this tuning key right here. Alright, and when it turns green, you know it's in tune. So let's pluck down for the octave D. Alright, pluck up for the A. Pluck down for the octave A. Alright, sounds good. Pluck up for the bottom E. Alright, there you go. Then pluck down for the octave E. Alright, so let's look at the build quality and construction overall on this fine instrument. So let's start off with the machine heads, because really this is one of the most important parts of a guitar. And these machine heads work really well. They have a nice smooth travel when you turn, and they look great as well. And for the opposite side, we have the Vangoa logo with the nut, which looks really nice. And then here's the length of the fretboard. And all the frets look really, really good as well. You can see that or not. They're not really sharp, and they look pretty smooth overall. There is a few spots here and there on the fretboard where the hole wasn't cut quite as well as it could have been, but that's not too bad. And then this is what the bridge looks like. And you do have a nice matte finish on guitar overall. And here are the controls for the electronics when you plug this into an amplifier or a mixing board. And this is where you would plug your guitar in right there. Now, if you're scared about that breaking or cracking, you probably could get a plate for that to help reinforce that input jack. But for now, I hadn't had any troubles breaking that loose or, forming any cracks or anything. Alright, so now let's just get some good sound examples, and you can hear what this thing sounds like. So I'm just going to play a few chord progressions that you may be familiar with. And if you're familiar with the music of Tom Petty, he used 12 strings a lot in his production style. So having this instrument in your arsenal in the studio or even on the stage is a great addition to your overall guitar palette and what you can do to create a nice lush sound. So let's talk about the Capo real fast that you get when you purchase this guitar. And at first look, it's pretty decent. It's not too bad. But let me show you what happens if you try to use it. And this is not an attack on who makes this Capo, but it's just you get what you pay for, okay? So when you put this across the fretboard, this is a perfectly straight Capo. It's not going to really follow the curve or the radius of the fretboard. And this is the sound that you end up with. Okay? So you hear the clunkiness going on there? what is happening is the top part of this capo is not really pushing down the high E string, and therefore you're not getting a nice clear sound. I can take my finger and push it. Okay, so it just comes to show that this thing is, you know, it's kind of plasticky, and it does have some give in the overall construction. So if you bought this guitar because it came with a capo, then I probably just throw away the capo and get a Kaiser for 20 bucks and just be done with it, okay? Because that's going to give you a lot better sound than trying to use this capo. So that's really my only negative about this whole package is the capo. So let's talk about who this guitar is for and who it's not for. So this guitar for $169 and everything else that it comes with is really a pretty good value. The preamp inside the guitar actually sounds really, really good. And the instrument itself, when just played acoustically, has a nice tonal balance that is very pleasing to the ear, and the strings are actually very easy to push on as well. So if you're a beginner looking for your first 12-string guitar, then this is definitely a great option for you. And even if you're intermediate to advanced and you want to get into 12-string guitars for not very much money, then this is an excellent guitar to use in the studio or even in your house of worship to get that great 12-string sound. Now, who is this guitar not for? Well, if you want something with really high build quality, and maybe you want something that's going to stand up to the rigors of the road, then you probably don't want to buy this guitar just because, you know, it is laminate. The construction is not up to par to what you're probably used to. But if you can get past all that and just look at the instrument for what it is, then I think you'll find some good value in what you're getting with this guitar. So this has been my review of the Vangoa 12-string. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel where I will be using this guitar for other productions. Be sure to click the link down in the description so you can order one of these yourself. And I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking.